I have jumped into the online dating scene once and it wasn't for me. I deleted that profile so quick, like. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So we are doing something a little different today. I haven't done like a chit chat, just kind of chatty type of video where I'm doing my hair probably in a long time. And I wanted to try out some new products and I thought this is probably like the perfect time to do this. It is like 9 o'clock at night, but I had to wait till little man went to sleep because when he is awake, he has like every device possible going and creating noise. And so it's so hard to do a video like this. So I like was waiting and watching him drop and I was like, all right, go, because I had the deep conditioner just sitting in my hair. So yeah, I did use my L hydrating shampoo. I just put that somewhere. Oh, over here. So I did use the hydrating shampoo. I'm still really liking that shampoo. And then I used Miche, the protein moisture balance one, because I needed a little protein. And then today I am trying out this limited edition hair gel, the Tropical Oasis. It's supposed to be the anti-humidity. Now, I did actually already try this the first time I recorded this, and I did not like the footage, and so I was like, we need to do this again. And then by then it was the third day of my hair and I did not like the combination of products I put together. So I was like, let me just try this. And I mentioned it in that video, that recording. I mentioned just trying it by itself because I felt like the leave-in actually kind of caused like it to not have that hold that it should have. So here is the gel. It's very, very thick. But the last time I tried it with the Detangling Nectar by Pattern, I didn't really like it together. Like it felt good, but then after like a few days, there was no hold, and so it didn't last. Something else I bought. So I bought 3 things from Miche. I also bought this warm sugar cookie deep conditioning treatment. Now, if you watch my videos and you watch my budget video, then you know I'm actually not spending outside of certain things and I'm not supposed to be buying any more hair products, but I have the receipts. I bought this in January before I started that. So yeah, I just wanted to come and like chit chat with you all. I have just been really like thinking and reflecting, especially as the new month is approaching, and thinking about the intentions and the goals that I set for myself for this year. And some of the things that I said, like, I'm gonna focus on. And we're about to head into the 3rd month and I still haven't done it, still not focused on it. And so I was sitting and just reflecting and I'm like, girl, how are you gonna do these things if you're not actively trying to do them? Like, so if you're like, oh, what are you talking about? An example of this is really thick. An example is that I said I wanted to make some new friends this year. And not because my current friends are bad, but because my current friends are at a different stage than I'm at. And I don't really have very many mom friends that have a kid my age. Like the people that have kids my age, there's a few, but mostly they're like really young. And I'm in my 30s with a toddler. And so I kind of rather hang out with other 30-year-olds with toddlers. But I don't do any like mommy and me classes or anything like that. to get out and like meet parents of toddlers. And so it's really hard for me to make friends, and I really do want to make friends because I enjoy having my son with me. I don't like leaving him behind when I want to do things, but the people I hang with also don't have kids, so it just becomes like really hard to like either hang with your friends or hard to take your kid in. So I've definitely secluded myself and it's just me and little man all the time. But that's just because there are no other people. Like my cousin, she's like 8 years younger than me. Her son is the same age and they actually do play together, but I do not hang out with her. One, because she's younger and we've always just had that weird age difference between us. But two, because unlike me, she's married. And so with that comes her husband. Well, I don't have anybody for him to hang with. Oh, this looks so good. Yeah, I'm definitely liking this by itself and not with the leave-in. And I am a leave-in girly. I always feel like I need a leave-in. And so that's originally what I did, was put a leave-in in it. And now I'm like, psh, I did not need that leave-in at all. And note, I did not detangle my hair ahead of time. Like I'm finger detangling as I'm doing it, and it is just gliding. Anyway, so one of the things I said I wanted to do was make more friends. So I have not been doing that, and I honestly, I don't even know how to make friends anymore. Like I don't know where to go. I'm not from like a super small town, but it's small town. Like we're 4.5 hours away from Dallas. And there's not much to do here. And then like the mommy and me classes that are available happen during the workday. Well, the only time I can do that is the summer. So my goal is to hopefully get out this summer and start making some more friends. But so that's like one of the things. The other big thing is I said that I was going to start dating. And I said this the last couple of years, but the older I get, the more, I don't want to say complacent, but complacent I get in my lifestyle. When I was younger and thinking about my life and how I wanted it to unfold, I would always tell people like, I'm going to be a wife, I'm going to be a mom, I'm going to have a huge family, I'm just going to do like, pretty much I wanted to be like this amazing stay-at-home mom. That was the life I had envisioned for myself. And that was not the life that happened. And I kind of got to the place where I was like, okay, well, that's not my life, that's okay. And I have been single now for 8 years. Like, I haven't gone out on a date. I haven't really like talked to anyone or seriously dated in 8 years. And I was so like focused on my career, focused on all these different things, focused on buying a home, because I was like, I'm not waiting for a man to live my life. Like I wanted a house, and everybody was like, why don't you wait till you get married? And I'm like, if I would have waited till I got married, I would have never gotten a house, because here we are 35, 3 years later after buying my home, and I'm still not married. Like I didn't feel like I needed to wait for a man, and that's not something my mom instilled in me, was to wait for a man for that. So anyways, I just kind of got complacent in the single life. Like I was like, well, this is it. And since that hadn't happened, I said, you know, something I've always wanted to be was a mom. And so I said, in the meantime, like I am a firm believer of pray for what you want, but while you're waiting, be working. And so I really wanted to be a mom. I really wanted to be married. That was not something that seemed like was happening. And so I said, you know what? I have all this love to give. I'm going to foster. And fostering brought my son. And I absolutely love being his mom. And I actually want to adopt again. I would love to adopt some more children. And I have this fear of adopting and kind of like cutting off my chances to get married, and we'll kind of get back to that. But anyways, so I said, I have all this love to give, I'm going to give it. And that led to my son, and I absolutely love it, and I love the life we have built together. But I'm starting at this point, like I hadn't thought about it in a while, but at this point I'm starting to feel guilty, because he is now a child of a single parent home, which he came from a single parent home. So but he is a child of a single parent home, and I feel like he needs a father figure. He has uncles, he has a godfather, like he does have male figures in his life, but I feel like it's so different when you have a father figure in your home. Like, it's so different. Now, can I raise him to be a great young man? Absolutely. But I don't have to. And so that is what's pushing me now to like get out there. Not necessarily just for him. It's pushing me out of that complacency that I've gotten into, because for a while I was like, oh yeah, I'm a date, oh yeah. And I've grown accustomed to loving this life that I've built, and the quiet and like the consistency that I have created for myself, that I just kind of put it to the side and was like, I don't want to get married anymore. And I really do. And he is pushing me to that, because I'm like, I want that full life for him. I want him to have siblings and all this stuff. So anyways, a fear that I have though right now is getting out in the dating world after 8 years. I don't know what it's like out there. I am older now, and so my patience is not what it used to be. And I know at this point in my life what I want. And I have met guys in these 8 years, and they have been older or the same age, and some younger. And it's like the younger guys have it more together, or if they don't have it together, I feel more lenient towards them. I'm like, you're younger, you got time to figure it out. But if you're in your late 30s, pushing 40s, in your 40s, if you don't have your life figured out, I don't have time for that. And so I'm very picky. So I'm very afraid to get in the dating world. And on the flip side, I'm very afraid to, I'm not afraid to date and like bring my son into that, because I wouldn't do that until the time was right anyways. But I'm afraid because, like I said, I want to still foster, I want to adopt. And, you know, going into dating at this age, you know, people are going to have kids, but like, do I really have to go out and make it harder on myself to where like I have 2 kids, right? Like, or 3 kids, like that's my fear, is like, who's going to want you with all these kids? But I came across this pastor, don't even know how I came across this video, because I definitely was not looking for it. It just popped up. And I enjoyed it so much, and then like this forum or this Q&A came up after that they had, and I enjoyed that so much. So I'm gonna post it down in the description box, or if I can figure out how to link it in the cards, I'll do that. But the title of the video was, why am I still single? And I was like, because sometimes I used to ask God that, like, Lord, why am I still single? And then I finally stopped asking and just was like, I'm single because it's just not my time. Like, I'm single because this is what you want from me. Cool. Moving on, which is why I started fostering. So I was like, if I'm going to be single, I'm going to continue to give of myself while I can. So anyways, watch the video. And this girl was talking about how she has been out in the dating pool, how she's been doing online dating, how she's been doing all this stuff, and nothing's happened. And she doesn't think like the dating scene is for her. Online dating is just not for her. Like, she wants another way to meet her forever person. And he was like, how dare you decide that the Lord can send you your person through online dating? Like, how dare you limit how he blesses you? And so that kind of hit me, because I'm like, how dare I put a limit on him? There might be some guy who is older, who has always wanted kids, and he just hadn't had that opportunity. And, you know, the older you get, you don't really want to start over with a newborn, right? If I already have a kid or kids, that might not deter him. Like, that might be something he wants. Another fear I had is that, like, the person I'm with wouldn't understand my desire to foster, wouldn't have a desire to help in that way, even if it's not bringing kids in your home, but just being a part of that community. And I'm like, how do I know that there's not a guy out there who's doing the exact same thing that I'm doing, who has this love and desire to help families? Like, I think I put so much pressure on it and so much like fear into the picture that I don't even like give myself a chance. So anyways, I keep saying that I'm gonna date. Now I have I have jumped into the online dating scene once, and it wasn't for me. I deleted that profile so quick, like, because it just feels so ingenuine. But I don't know how to meet people. Like, how are y'all meeting people? Because where I'm from is really small, and the people here all know each other, and anybody that is not from here that moves here is here for oil, and most of them have families back home. Like, that is something you learn. Like, don't listen if they say they're single, they got a family back wherever they're from. And so that's the dating scene here. Or you go out to the big cities, which that bothers me, because you don't know these people you're meeting. Like, you have no one to verify and bounce off of and be like, oh yeah, I know them, I vouch for them. That's scary. So, like, how are y'all dating? 30 plus ladies and gents. How are y'all dating? What's the dating scene like? Because I'm scared for it. Like, I'm so old fashioned. I'm so just like such a tomboy. So I am not the typical girly girl. I like wearing sweats and tennis shoes now, which was not always me. I was not always a sweats and tennis shoes girl. In fact, I hated tennis shoes. But I'm very much about comfort and leisure, and just, I don't go out to fancy dinners. Can I? Yes. Did I? Yes. Do I now? No. And is that something I care about? No. Like, even when everybody was talking about their Valentine's Day plans, I was like, girl, Valentine's Day for me would probably be a movie, some wings, and some pizza, and like call it a day. Like, I would love that. I like quality time. I like traveling. That is like what I love. And so yeah, I'm going to jump out into the dating scene, but I need some tips. Y'all help a girl out. Something else that I said I was going to work on, and I've actually been doing kind of good. I don't know. And I heard somebody else saying this, and I thought it was kind of funny because I just thought of me. Was like being more put together and taking care of my look. Like, I have turned into such a boy mom to where, like, I'm like, all right, sweats, tennis shoes, hoodie, and that's fine, but my version of that is not like cute, sexy. It's like for a real tomboy. And so I have been working really hard on my look and just making sure I look more polished when I leave the house, which is not easy with such a busy toddler. But I said that that was something I was going to do, and one of the ways I'm doing that is keeping up with my hair. Like, I try my hardest right now not to go out of the house with my hair looking crazy. Now, there are some days where I just got to get out of the house and it is what it is, but for the most part, I've been trying to like style my hair twice a week and make sure that I'm deep conditioning often so that my hair is not dry, and you know, make sure it's styled in a cute way or like pulled back in a cute bun. I really been trying, y'all. I really been trying, because that's also gonna help me feel more comfortable getting out in the dating world. I don't know, y'all. But anyways, that is like where I'm at in life right now, and my thoughts and just some things I was reflecting on, because dating and building friendships, like newer friendships and those kind of things along those lines, is something that on my goals, my intentions for the year, every year I have written that down. Every year I'm like, I'm just gonna go out to a restaurant and eat once a month. Like, get out of the house, do something. I'm gonna open myself up to the dating scene. I say that every year, and every year it never happens. And in my defense, I keep like getting approached by people that just show me that there is nothing out there. And I don't know if y'all have that same experience, but like the caliber of men that approach me, I'm like, and they're not bad, don't get me wrong. It's like older men, or I get approached by a lot of Africans, which is fine. Like, I got approached by this very nice African man, and what threw me off about him is like he went out of his way to let me know that the truck he was driving a diesel and filling it up with gas, was his that he owned, and his driver didn't show up that day. And I was like, why do you feel the need to go out of your way to let me know that? Like, I am not impressed. Like, I wouldn't care if you were the truck driver or the truck owner. Like, I think some men, and don't get me wrong, I look younger than what I am, and people tend to think I'm younger than what I am, but I think some men feel like if they impress you with their money, especially if you're younger, that, you know, you'll jump. And I'm like, sweetie, no, not to brag, but I take care of myself very well. No, like, not even like, it's not even like a flex. It's just, I am okay taking care of myself to where if there was never another income in this home, I would be okay. And so I hate when people come with like, I got this and that. And I'm like, cool. And like, are you giving it to me? No. So it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care. Anyways, y'all, this is turning out way better than what it turned out when I added the leave-in. And I am so impressed, and I hate that it's limited edition, because I am not a gel only girly now. I'll be able to tell when it is dry, like completely dry, because, you know, I'll know the condition of my hair when I blow dry it. But like, look at this, y'all. It's shiny, and it was shiny the other night, but like, it just feels different, like, and it's way defined. I'm not sure what kind of hold it's gonna have as far as like crunch or anything. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it air dry, and then I'm probably gonna pineapple it for the night and diffuse it in the morning. So a way I keep it from drying all the way out is I'll let it get to about 80% air dry, and then I put a plastic bag over it for the night. Wet head doesn't bother me, especially if I'm tired and it's late at night with my little one and I don't feel like waiting to dry it. So yeah, I will see y'all in the morning. Definitely a crunch. I need to play with it and shape it a little bit. And let's see, this part of my hair is actually still very wet. Okay, so there is definitely a crunch this time. And when I used the leave-in last time, there was no crunch, no hold, no nothing. So I'm so glad I did this over and just did the gel by itself, because I was not getting the true effects of the gel. So this is why you should never give up on a product that doesn't work the first time. I need to shape it a little bit more, play with it. I'm putting some oil in my hand so I can kind of scrunch a little of the crunch and like give it some volume. I haven't been stretching it like after I diffuse, because I've been diffusing it and like pulling on it. And honestly, I'm okay with this length. I have to shape it and play with it and come back. But yeah, I am absolutely loving this. And my hair feels soft, like it does not feel dry and like I need a leave-in. So I don't even know what possessed me to do the leave-in, but I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Y'all, I have fluffed the mess out of my hair and it is still got a hold. Like, my curls look so pretty. And it's, and it's so shiny, so defined, and like I have been messing, pulling it apart, doing everything. So what? Okay, I'll turn it on. I gotta go because my child wants to watch his iPad. But anyways, oh my, y'all, oh. I don't know what the back looks like. I've been still trying to fluff it on the way out the door. It looks so good. Ooh. Y'all, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling myself. I should have never used that doggone leave-in, because this feels so much better. This feels so much better. There's so much more hold. There's so much more shine and definition. It just feels good, and it's light, y'all. It's not a heavy crunch. There is hold, but it is light hold. Like, oh my goodness. Ooh. So that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you've used this gel and you like it, and what combination you may have tried it with, because the combination I tried it with did not work. I'm talking really fast because I know he's gonna turn this iPad on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So bye guys.